We also spoke with Chairman of Selangor Task Force for COVID-19, Datuk Seri Dr. Dzulkefly Ahmad, about the emerging variants of concern in the country. The former health minister said we need to stop fighting in the dark and be proactive in identifying new strains through stepping up genome sequencing.
Because we are seeing this rise in a phenomenal way, as opposed to the usual variant, you can only allude to the fact that that the variants are around and rampant, but you can only say with any degree of certainty when you have done enough of genomic sequencing on all the samples, positive sample, and you must do it without any excuses. You got to be doing it and ramping up this genomic sequencing as well as to really know, because they must be, you must not be just fighting in the dark, be shooting in the dark or boxing in the dark. You got to have that certainty of evidence whether that vaccine particularly would be amenable, you can fight that variants, and these variants are more transmissible, and they are more pathogenic, they are more virulent, and by way of what we are seeing now, the pathology and the mortality and morbidity, yes, the variants are here to stay.
The way to outsmart the virus, he said, was for the government to ramp up efforts and conduct genomic sequencing as well as mass testing.
The only way that you get to know is to immediately pin them down, and you know exactly which patient you are dealing with which variant. So there must be quick turnaround time to do the genomic sequencing, and that's not easy, of course. Yeah, so it may take time, but the fact remains that you have to spend resources doing that genomic sequencing, and our IMR, our labs are quite capable of doing it. But the point is that you got to do it, and do it speed and volume. No compromise on that. That's the only way that you get to outpace the virus and outsmart the virus, Suraya. I've always been stating that. So yes, you got to do mass testing, but as well you got to do the genomic sequencing